It's time for today's Legal Minute with the Law Office of Cooley, Shrair in Springfield. Today, we're joined by attorney Susan Mielnikowski. We're talking about the satisfaction of debt. So take me through a scenario. How does the satisfaction of debt work?
For example, you are responsible for a debt. Think of a classic credit card. And you're in a situation where you can't afford to pay the whole credit card or keep up with the payments, so you negotiate with your credit card company to say, instead of paying the $10,000 bill, would you accept a payment of $4,000 in satisfaction of the debt? Pretending the credit card accepts that offer, and you pay the $4,000, they have forgiven $6,000 of debt.
Now that is all well and good. You're saying to yourself, hooray, but then at a later date, when it's come times for tax season, that's where the trouble lies.
Yes, and oftentimes people haven't really thought that through yet, but the $6,000 that they forgave is now income to you. Ordinary income, not capital gains, ordinary income as if you earned it on top of your other income for income tax purposes. A very unpleasant result if you haven't thought about it in advance.
That's true, yeah. You don't want to get hit with that tax bill when you think you're getting a refund and then you have to owe money at the end.
That's
now,
right.
What about exceptions or exclusions? What are those?
There are, in some scenarios, opportunities to avoid the cancellation of debt being reported on your income tax. One common example of an exemption or exclusion is if debt is forgiven in a will. My son owes me $10,000. In my will, I say, you don't have to pay that back. That is not income to you, that's a gift.
I understand.
There's another exclusion that's related to sale of a primary residence. If you've got a primary residence and it goes down in a foreclosure, as long as it's your primary residence, you can go ahead and exclude that. But again, these are things that you really, in your individual situation, need to see somebody as a tax professional who can review it and find out what.
And that's your recommendation on the
Yes.
whole. So if someone has that 10 grand in debt and they're thinking about calling a creditor, say contact someone like you first.
That's right, and understand what the results will be before you make that deal.
Great tip. As always, it's a pleasure. That's your Legal Minute. And for more information, call 413-781-0750 or just visit CooleyShrair.com.